late and a dollar short, literally. Edward Jones financial advisor Allison Gilman-Aquino here with us now. The opportunity cost of missing the best days in the market. You sit there and you say, 2020 is, hindsight is 2020.
The old shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, right.
Sean, everybody wants to be invested on the best days in the market.
Sure.
And then here's the problem. We don't have a fog-proof crystal ball, so who knows when those best days are going to be. At Edward Jones, we think a better approach to market timing is to instead buy investments when you have money available and to stay invested by owning assets that meet your needs that you can handle in both good markets and bad.
And just sitting on the sidelines, just even a few days can matter.
Really, it really does add up. So we did the math for you, and Ned Davis Research is helping us make the point. So let's go and say you invested $10,000 on December 31st, 1979, and you invested in the S&P 500. Now, we're going to assume this morning you're reinvesting all of your dividends and capital gains. We're also going to assume there aren't any sales charges or transaction fees. So what we did is we ran the clock from December 31st, 1979 through December 31st, 2010. If you bought investments and held, your $10,000 would be worth nearly $274,000. 31 years later, you'd be looking at an annual return, Sean, of better than 11%.
And you start to see it really, the effects here, the best 10 days during that period. You see how much you miss out on here.
Yeah, so 31 years, you're out of the market sitting in cash or money market or CDs or tin can in the backyard for 10 days, and your total return has dropped to 7.7%. That $10,000 has still grown, but you're looking at a total more like $99,126.
Now, if you miss the best 20 days.
Yep, another 10 days out of the market.
Yeah.
Your overall return for that 3-decade period has dropped from 7.7% down to 7% over 3 decades. Your $10,000 initial investment has still grown, but instead of $99,000, you're looking at $80,746.
And then you go up then to 30 days here, and you still see the effects here.
Yeah, you lose another 1.5% in terms of your overall return. You've dropped from 7% to 5.5% for a total investment amount of $52,891. Let's add another 10 days. So you're out of the market the best 40 days. It costs you dearly. Your annual return is 4.2%. Your ending investment value, $35,908. And then, Sean, I backed the clock up and said, hey, let's say we're out of the market the best 50 days during that 3-decade period. Your annual return is 3%. Your investments overall worth less than $25,000, which is a far cry from the $273,000 you could have made if you had had more of a buy and hold strategy.
But it's like you said earlier, though, who has a crystal ball? I mean, it's hard to time it. So you have to have a different approach, I guess, here when you're looking at the market.
Yep, and I really think that's when keeping your long-term focus. Don't do the things that are going to make you feel good for the next 2 weeks or the next 10 minutes. Think about what's going to make you feel good 20, 30 years from now when you're a little old man.
Yeah.
So you want to take a look at, and that's going to be a long time for you.
I hope.
You want to take a look at market declines as a chance to buy good quality investments at attractive prices. That maybe will help you hang in there. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind this morning about the numbers I ran by you. First of all, the S&P is an unmanaged index in which you cannot make direct investments. Darn it sometimes, right? Past performance, no guarantee of future results. And remember, companies can change or even eliminate their dividends at any point in time without notice. But I like to remind clients of those kinds of numbers, Sean, during volatile markets like this, because everybody sees market drops, and granted, there have been a lot of big ones lately, and our frame of reference right now is 2008. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a repeat of the Great Recession. There are a lot of things intrinsically that are different now than they were back then. We're better positioned now, not to say that we're not going to still have some tough sledding, but if you can just remember, this is my retirement money. It's not the money I need today or tomorrow, like you were saying, just kind of put the blinders on a little bit. Keep adding money when you get your paychecks to your 401k.
Steady.
You're going to be a lot better off long term.
Thanks, Allison. And don't forget to send along your questions, too, to the station. We'll pass those along to Allison. Right now, here's Rob.